Have you ever walked out of an investor meeting thinking, they loved my story, they loved the cast, they loved the concept, so why didn't they invest? If that's happened to you, you're not alone. Most producers believe investors are looking for the next great screenplay. They're not. A great screenplay gets attention. It doesn't automatically get financing. Because investors don't lose sleep wondering whether your dialogue is brilliant. They lose sleep wondering whether they're about to lose their money. And that's the biggest mistake producers make. They spend months trying to convince investors how amazing their movie will be, instead of showing investors why it's a safe investment. Every time I review a pitch deck, I see the same pattern. Beautiful concept art, an exciting synopsis, a passionate director's statement, pages talking about the vision, pages talking about the characters, pages talking about why this movie needs to be made, very little explaining why this investment makes financial sense. Before we continue, if you're serious about raising money for your film, I've created a complete audio program that shows you exactly what professional investors are looking for when they evaluate a project. It's called the Pitch Deck Blueprint. I'll show you how to reduce investor fear, increase credibility, and structure your presentation so investors begin looking for reasons to invest instead of reasons to walk away. Simply go to filmfunding101.com or click on the link in the description below. Now let's look at what happens during almost every investor meeting. The producer walks in thinking, my job is to sell my movie. The investor walks in thinking, my job is to avoid making a bad investment. Those are two completely different conversations. The producer is trying to create excitement. The investor is trying to reduce uncertainty. That means every unanswered question becomes another reason not to invest. Can this producer actually finish the film? Is the budget realistic? Have they thought through distribution? Why this budget? Why this cast? Why this market? How are they reducing risk? Every unanswered question increases fear. Every well-supported answer reduces it. That's why I always tell producers, stop trying to sell your movie. Start answering the questions investors haven't even asked yet. Think about it this way. Imagine someone asks you to invest $1 million. Would you make that decision because they were passionate? Of course not. You'd want information. You'd want evidence. You'd want to understand the risks. You'd want to know how they reached their numbers. You'd want confidence that they understood exactly what they were doing. Film investors are no different. Passion gets attention. Preparation gets investment. One of the biggest mistakes I see is producers overwhelming investors with creative information while giving them almost nothing that reduces financial uncertainty. The more uncertainty remains, the more difficult the investment decision becomes. Professional producers understand something that many filmmakers never learn. Investors don't need more reasons to love your movie. They need fewer reasons to fear investing in it. That single shift changes everything. It changes how you build your pitch deck. It changes how you explain your budget. It changes how you discuss distribution. It changes how you present your financing strategy. Instead of trying to impress investors, you begin removing objections before they're ever spoken. And that's exactly what experienced producers do. By the end of a great presentation, investors aren't thinking, I wonder what could go wrong. They're thinking, this producer has already thought about the problems I'm worried about. That dramatically changes the conversation. It doesn't guarantee financing, nothing does, but it dramatically improves your chances because you've reduced one of the biggest obstacles in every investment decision, fear. That's exactly why I created What Investors Want. Inside, I walk you through how professional investors evaluate film projects, the mistakes that immediately reduce credibility, and how to structure your presentation so investors spend less time worrying about risk and more time focusing on the opportunity. Simply go to filmfunding101.com, click the program tabs to find the program called the Pitch Deck Blueprint, or click on the link in the description below. Because at the end of the day, raising money isn't about convincing people your movie is amazing. It's about making them comfortable investing in it. I'll see you in the next video.